Morning, it's Sunday and it's our last day here. It's a little bit overcast at the moment, but I'm very hopeful that the sun is going to come out and it's going to be quite warm because it is forecast to be. There's quite a lot of people still having breakfast. Hello. And I don't know if you can see in the distance. Let's just zoom in. Can you see where the men are there? This little man is selling nuts and dates and figs and that kind of fun stuff. However, I'm led to believe he's quite expensive, so best probably not to buy any from him. But anyways, this man's got an awesome t-shirt on, watch. He's got lollipops on his t-shirt, pretty cool. Yeah, quite quiet around the pool today, not a lot of people out and about yet, but I think the kind of overcast has put people off. So, yeah. I'm also still reading this book and I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read it every day, but I am this far done with it. So I've only got that tiny little bit to go, I think about 50 pages or so, but I'm really loving it, so definitely check this out. It says £12.99, but I think I got mine off Amazon much cheaper. I can't remember how much, but it was like a couple of pounds really, but it's a really good book.
Yep, all the time, yeah.
Well, as it's our last day, we've got a little bit of spending money to get rid of because you can't actually take the money out of the country. It's actually worthless, and it's pointless exchanging it back for the very little that we've got. So we're just all going to head out to the shops. Well, I say shops, it's a little man in a hut, which you would have seen on another day's vlog, and just going to get some souvenirs for some friends. I really want a camel pen, so I think I'm going to get a camel pen, and everything's really cheap because like everything's really cheap at the little man shop, so the man's hut, so that's where we're going. Good morning, it's Monday and we've just seen Neil's mum and stepdad off. Their flight is 5 minutes before ours, but their coach picked them up half an hour early, so they must have more hotels to pick up or more people going, so obviously it takes longer to check in and stuff, so they don't want too many people like crowded at the airport. So we're getting picked up at 10:30, which is very soon, and I'm starting to get my like flying anxiety. Am I wearing the right clothes? Do I feel comfortable like for a 3-hour flight? I don't know, I can't decide, but I'm really gonna miss this. But without a doubt we will definitely be back. Even Neil's mum has enjoyed it like so much, she said she'd definitely come back. So yeah, it's goodbye from Morocco and we will see you back in England.
that we are on our way and you're on the final part of your holiday, I'd just like to highlight some additional safety features on board this aeroplane. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened for just a while longer until the captain has switched off the seatbelt signs. We do recommend that you keep your seatbelts fastened at all times in case of any turbulence. If you do plan to sleep, please keep your seatbelt visible so that we don't need to disturb you. Thomson Airways is a non-smoking airline. There are sensitive smoke alarms fitted in each lavatory. And I must remind you that smoking is not permitted on board at any time. This also includes the use of electronic cigarettes. These cannot be used on board at any time either. I'd also ask that only alcohol purchased from the crew on the bar service on today's flight is consumed on board. Any bottles of alcohol, large or small, that you may have purchased in the duty-free shop in Agadir, this must now remain sealed until you have passed through customs and immigration at Manchester Airport. So these cannot be drunk whilst on board the aeroplane, as these can cause the lavatories to block. If you do have any customers who don't have a passport issued by one of the European Union countries, you will need to fill in a landing card for UK immigration. Please let one of the crew know during the flight if you do require a landing card. Our cabin service will commence shortly. We'll tell you more about this in just a few moments. In the meantime, please sit back, relax and enjoy the final part of your holiday.
It's Tuesday and we're back in England and it's freezing.
It's not good.
Although it's not raining or snowing, so that's a bonus I suppose. We are just heading out to Farm Foods of all places to get some chicken. I've just had my Tesco online delivery delivered, and which I actually placed whilst sitting by the pool one morning when it was a little bit cloudy. That's quite a good thing to do because then your food arrives home when you get home. So yeah, I'm just filming today just to kind of finish the vlog off, tell you a little bit about our trauma that we had. So on our way to the airport last Monday when we were flying, not last Monday, the Monday before when we were flying, our exhaust fell off the car and we were literally around the corner from Jet Parks at Manchester Airport and the exhaust fell off, and it was very upsetting because it was 5 o'clock in the morning, well no, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch black. Was it 3 or 5?
5.
It was 5 o'clock in the morning, it was pitch black. Neil had to get on the floor, it was wet floor because it had been raining, it was icy, it was awful. Neil had to look under the car. Basically the exhaust, the back box of the exhaust had come off my car. So that was the first trauma that we had. On the way back last night, obviously we didn't have that part of the exhaust, so it was super noisy, hence why we didn't film at all yesterday in the car, because we couldn't even hear each other talking. I was like saying to Neil, you're gonna have to shout, I can't hear you. So yeah, it was traumatic. Then my car decided to lock the steering wheel and the light came on, steering wheel lock light, so we had no power steering. It was like really hard to turn the wheel, and we were on the M62, and if you know the M62 in England, in Manchester, it's not the best road to be on at rush hour. It's a bit like the M25, it's a bit shit basically. So yeah, we came off, we rang AA breakdown and they were going to take an hour to get to us to try and fix the car, and then if they couldn't fix the car they would then drive us home. But we live 3 hours from Manchester, and whilst the AA would come and try and rescue us, it would take probably about 5 hours for them to drive us back because they'd be towing my car. So we decided to risk it, which was really probably not the best thing to do in an ideal situation, but it wasn't an ideal situation, to be fair. It was quite a scary situation. I was very anxious yesterday. Had really bad anxiety and really bad stomach pains with like anxiety because it was quite a scary situation, and all I kept thinking is it's 3 hours till we get home, and it's like, what if something bad happens, like if we need to move over quickly and we can't because the steering's locked, like what do you do? Typically when that happens we stop the car and restart it, but we're on the M62, it's a motorway, you cannot stop the car. So yes, anyways, we got as far as, where did we put the petrol in? Lehman Bar? North Allerton. We got as far as North Allerton and we needed some petrol, which was great. So Neil stopped off, put £15 worth of petrol in. Obviously with not having part of the exhaust, it's probably chewing away a lot of the petrol, which is great. Thank you. Oh God, what is going on? This is worse than being in Morocco. The roads are crazy today. Literally the drive's so crazy in Morocco, but never mind. And yeah, next thing is we got to Durham. Was it Durham Services? Yeah. Got to Durham Services and the roadworks had started at 9 PM and by this point it was nearly 10 PM. We should have been home by 9. So the roadworks diverted us up the slip road and off the A1, which we needed to be on to get to Newcastle. We were so close to Newcastle, it was actually really frustrating. We could see the signs and we knew that we're only about 20 minutes from home. Where is he going? Oh my God, everyone's like really scaring me today. So yeah, we had to go off the slip road and then our only options were go Spennymoor or Peterlee, neither of which are near where we need to be. So I was on the phone to my mum and stepdad being like, help, we don't know where we're going. The sat nav was just taking us around in a circle telling us to go back onto the A1, which we couldn't because of the roadworks. So anyways, long story short, about a 40-minute detour. We got in about quarter to 11 last night. I had a cup of tea and toast because luckily my mum is a legend and she'd left some milk in the fridge and some bread on the table in the kitchen, which was so good of her. As you know, we don't really eat white bread, but my mum had left us some knowing that we would be hungry when we got in. So yeah, and the rest is history. Went to bed, had to get up at 7:30 this morning, take the car to the garage so that all the faults are getting seen to at the garage today, and hopefully it's not going to cost me hundreds of pounds, but he's got a feeling it's going to be a big job. Getting a new exhaust so I don't sound like I'm driving a Subaru or Nova. Can you remember those cars? Nova. And yeah, Tesco came between 9 and 10. So now it is 10:30. I've told the story. We are going to Farm Food to get some chicken because that's one thing we haven't got is chicken fillets, like, you know, just to like cook a bit of chicken when you want it. So bad driver, DHL. Yes, so we're going there and that. Hi guys, so it's 6:15 and we are just getting ready to go over to my mum's house and to see them take over some gifts that we got. I actually went and got my nails taken off today. I had like a purple gelish nail polish on. Can't even think, I'm so tired. And they were really starting to grow out, so I've just went and got them taken off, just put kind of protective coating on them. I've edited 3 Morocco vlogs. I did 3 last time, I think. Last time was obviously the first time we'd been to Morocco back in June, and it was all exciting and all new to us, so we did a lot more filming. This time was more about spending time with family and just being together and enjoying our time away and relaxing. So there's not many clips of us talking or showing you around or anything, but if you do want to see a tour of the hotel or, you know more about the hotel, I will link the other vlogs down below from June when we went. These vlogs are more like us going to the beach and us going for a walk down the marina and all that kind of stuff. I thought you were going to say something.
No?
Oh, okay.
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
And yeah, I've put them together and I've put them on YouTube so Neil's mum can see them as well, because she watches my YouTube videos sometimes. But yeah, they're more just like our videos, but I wanted to share them with you anyways because we had a lovely time away regardless of all the faults we came back to in England, which are now sorted, by the way. Woohoo! Car fixed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed them. We had a lovely time away and we are definitely going back. Already looking at next year's holidays, and yeah, that's that. So thanks for watching. Hope you've had a lovely week. I haven't really been around much on social media. I post a few pictures on Instagram and Facebook now and again, but I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys in the comment section, so let me know what you've been up to and if you've had a good week or not. And yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.